What's happening, YouTube? How is everyone? I hope good. I am here with the Witchy Messages from the Divine. They were supposed to be done yesterday on Wednesday. Today's Thursday, the 24th. But yesterday was my daughter's birthday, so I'm a day behind again. But I have many messages for you today to share from the Divine, so let's get started. So the first card I pulled for you is Heavenly Signs. So the Divine would like you to pay attention to things around you, such as like finding a feather, on the ground, or if you notice like a truck driving by that has, words on it, pay attention to what it says on there. It could have a sign for you. It could have a person's name, or whatever situation that you're inquiring about or wondering about. It could have a clue, or they could send you a clue in people's conversations, in the wildlife or birds that are around us. So just be really wary of and watch, be observant and just watch what's going on around you. So you have the mountain goat, fighting for love or declarations may hide unfaithfulness. So definitely be aware of that. These are messages from your spirit animals. You have energy flows where my intuition goes. So know that when you're using your intuition, your energy is high at that time. We should all try to always use our intuition. Intention. It's intention, not intuition. Sorry, it's late. Set your intentions. Our energy is flowing, it's flowing higher, and it's, more, I don't know how to put it. My brain just went dead after I messed up. Is very, very strong. So, make sure that you set your intentions and really put your energy and, your thought and manifestation into them. So, see me in their eyes. Whenever conferring with another, either face-to-face or across the miles, whether a human being, departed spirit, or a tree, always speak to the highest within them. It makes such a difference. Amen, the universe. P.S. Yay, as if some trees weren't already listening. Glad you caught that. So, the next one is, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. So this is telling you that, when you're having a bad day, or you don't have confidence in what you're desiring, or in your, anything to do in your life, or anything that you're trying to manifest. If you're wanting to manifest, let's say, love, but you are over here saying, well, I just can't obtain it. This person doesn't see that I exist. There's just no way I'm going to, draw this person in. They're busy over here. They might have somebody else, or whatever the circumstances are. By thinking those negative thoughts, that's what we're manifesting. We're not manifesting, the things that we're supposed to, like act like that person's already in your life. Oh, so-and-so is just so wonderful. They treat me so wonderful. They love me, it sounds kind of crazy, but that's the way that we send the right energy out into the universe. So then the universe then returns what we're wanting, and, with positive and good outcomes for, all of us. Manifesting is really, it's something that we all need to pay attention to, because we really need to pay attention to our thoughts. Because at times we all get there, we all have negative thoughts, and what we don't realize is that when we're having those negative thoughts over and over again, that's what we're manifesting. So, healing from the past. If you have any old wounds from the past that you need to heal from childhood, from teenage years up into your adult years, and you're still hanging on to those those hurts, the hurt that has been caused to us. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. And all that, sadness and disappointment that we feel. If we don't heal from that, then we carry those burdens with us until we do. They don't just go away. We can mask them. We could use any type of addiction, such as like gambling, sex, drugs, or alcohol, to mask them. But when all that wears off, those pains and the sadness and disappointment is still there. So it's easier just to go ahead and feel that pain and all the emotions that come with it, face them, release them to the universe and heal from them, so then you can move on and have a more positive, healthier situation or relationship in your future. So definitely work on those. Panda, enjoy the sanctuary or solitude to regain self-esteem and tranquility. So you really need to kind of go into solitude, enjoy your, your own area, your own atmosphere, your own space, and kind of shut out the world for a little while, so then you can start building your self-esteem back up. Try not to focus on what you don't have, or say you're wanting a relationship, but that person just won't have anything to do with you, or they're already in a relationship, or whatever it is. You need to go within, kind of step away from that, try not to think about that, and really concentrate on yourself and build that self-esteem up, because what you'll find out is when you do feel good about yourself, even though you really cared about that person, there's always somebody else, and somebody else will come in and, love you and take care of you and give you all the things that past person didn't, and the same thing in a job, or, whatever the circumstances are in your life. It doesn't always have to be romance, but that's just kind of an easy example. So, time to make a demonstration. The older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, and the sooner I say, I love you. They also skip and wink more than normal, and hold hands with those they walk beside, utterly fearless, the universe. Stop, if you find yourself stuck in fear of something that you are wanting to go after or achieve, and you're allowing that fear to stop you, you need to, well, this is like I got two messages from this now. Don't let that fear stop you, because that's exactly what it's wanting to do. You never know what is going to happen in any type of situation unless you go for it. When we hold back our emotions, or we hold back our desires, or because of fear, or rejection, or anything like that, we're only hindering ourselves. The worst thing that can happen to us is that we're rejected. Or we could start a relationship thinking it's going to go well, and it doesn't. The thing is that we cannot control how the outcome's going to be. We can try to not control it, but if we contribute to, say, a relationship, you have open communication, you express your feelings, your love, what you're wanting, where you're wanting this relationship to go, express, your hurts from the, past, and move forward together with a open, clear, future with each other, then you definitely have a big chance in having big success. But if you don't do any of those, or you just don't do anything at all, then it's unlikely this relationship would get started. Also, it said the older the soul, the softer the glance. So maybe you are wondering about somebody that is maybe older than you, and that could be kind of tricky. But remember that age only has a number. I mean, sure, somebody might be, I don't know, say they're 20 years older than you, but if you get along and you have lots in common, you're really attracted to one another. The person is exactly what you're looking for, or you think that, and so on. Age shouldn't be what stops you from moving forward, because age isn't a number. I mean, as you're an adult now, if you're under 18, I'm not going to say that, but as an adult, I don't think that age should really matter. If you find yourself attracted to somebody, and like I said, they're 20 years older than you, as long as you two feel the same way, you really are able to enjoy each other, to have the same maybe likes and hobbies, and have the same desires for the future, why stop it? And also, older people obviously have more experience. I'm not saying all older people are not immature, but in my experience, I mean, typically the older person definitely has a little bit more to offer. Just say that you are maybe a younger male and you're used to dating younger women or women your age, and you meet an older woman and you're attracted. You just, there's just something about this person, and you really desire this relationship. Well, but you're kind of stuck because you're not sure what people around you would think. Well, for one thing, like I would say, who cares what people think? Because those people aren't waking up in your bed every morning. They're not living your life. You are. So what other people think is really not relevant when it comes to making a decision of who you would like to be with. And typically, older women are kind of past all that drama and all that, giggles and silliness that younger girls, tend to have and tend to be annoying sometimes and so on. So some men are really, really attracted to that. So it just depends on what situation you're in, if that is your situation. But just know that, they, it says the older the soul, this, and that could be, you could be an old soul and you could be young. So, the older person needs to look at it that way too. Maybe they're in love with a younger person, but they maybe they don't think this younger person would be interested in them because they're older, and and maybe their self-confidence isn't like the highest, so they're thinking, why would this young person want to be with me? I'm old or whatever. But this is kind of says it. The older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, and the sooner I say I love you. So we all can be old souls. We could be in our teens, and you have met those people that have the old souls. You just know they have a lot of wisdom. They have, they've been reincarnated time and time again, and typically, those people like that are just easy to spot out, and people like that are very attractive. So a lot of people do find people that have the older souls to be very attractive because they're interesting and they have lots of wisdom to share with us, and so on. So just be open to it. Don't let fear stop you. There's nothing like hearing I love you from a person that you want to hear it from, or that you love back. And just, I think a lot of us let fear stop us. I think a lot of it's because we've been hurt in our past, but it's time to stop letting our past dictate our future, because if we do, we're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to move on. We're never going to find the love that we're searching for, and it's going to be a lonely life. So my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. So definitely concentrate on your faith towards the universe. Know that the universe is always working for the highest good for us. They are always trying to steer us down the correct path in life, and if we, hold faith in it, then definitely the universe is going to eventually reward us with what we want. So let's see here. We have Lion. Banish loneliness by reaching out to special friends. So if you are feeling lonely, try and reach out to maybe those friends you haven't talked to in a long time. Reach out to the person that you're thinking of. Maybe you were rejected, but just because somebody rejects you doesn't mean that you can't still be friends, that you can't, still communicate and just keep it on a friendship level. There's, many ways that you can still connect with people and avoid this loneliness. So honor the self. Just curious, when was the last time you looked in the mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It matters. Here's looking at you, gorgeous, the universe. P.S. Okay, hubba hubba counts. So definitely work on your self-esteem. Look at yourself in the mirror. I do it all the time, and I'm always like, people cannot knock me down and keep me down, and I look good today, and I had to really build my self-confidence back up. I was in a household where my father told me how fat and ugly I was every day, and how worthless I was, and I was ignored, and just on and on and on. So I grew up really believing that. It's really taken me a long time, and I'm still not there. I have many insecurities that I still really worry about, but I tried to tell myself, each day that I looked nice, or my hair turned out good, or just anything, or I tried to post like selfies on Facebook, and just try to really, because I've never really liked my picture taken, so I try to do that to really boost my confidence, and it seemed to work. Self-love and self-respect are really important for us, within ourselves, but also for the people that we deal with each and every day, because if we can't love and like ourselves, how can we love and like anyone else? I mean, like, truly and honestly, that's what I mean. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. So, definitely show your gratitude, because the universe has definitely shown you what is, meant for your life, what's for the highest good, what's going to, make your future successful, what's going to bring in that right person, or keep your marriages together, and you know, help you go down the path to the job that you're seeking and buy the house and all that good stuff. And plus, it makes you a better person. It makes you able to love yourself more and be able to project that love out into the world. So you have sobriety. So if you are overindulging in any type of alcohol or drugs, if you have an addiction to sex, gambling, eating, shopping, whatever it is, they're trying to tell you that it's time to kind of work towards a sobriety. And this is my opinion. I don't believe that they tell you that you have to be completely sober of it, but you need to really pay attention to how much of whatever you are doing, because if we overindulge, that starts to take over our life, and it really starts to hinder our life in many areas. Say if you drink too much, okay, it starts out like you go out twice a week or something, then you're up to 4 times a week, then let's say you're going out 6 times a week, 6 times a week, yeah, and so there's only one day that you're not going out drinking. So what gets done in your life after work, or in your spare time? Nothing but drinking. So work on that. Frog, adapt and survive by accepting the inevitable and seizing potential. So make sure that you're accepting the things that are going on around you that are good for you, for the highest good, that that you can't change. And then also, anytime that you see potential, make sure that you're going towards it. Make sure that you're grasping onto that and going with it, because we miss opportunities all the time, because either we don't see them because we're too busy over here, or we allow fear to stop us from them. So definitely pay attention to that. And then the last card today is Karma is on your side. If you could read all the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you are thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It's payback time, the universe. So you might feel at this time that people maybe aren't seeing you for who you are. People don't care about you. You feel lonely. You feel kind of shut off to the world, and maybe there's a certain person that you want to maybe have a relationship with, and they just don't seem to see you. Maybe you feel like they have many options and you don't feel like you were one of them. Just know that there's many people that think of you each and every day that are very attracted to you, that would love to have a relationship with you. You're just not seeing them. One person rejecting you isn't the end of the world. We're all rejected, many times in our lives by those that we would like to maybe have a stronger relationship with. But just remember, if you are rejected by somebody, that is just the universe keeping you, your options open at the time, because they're sending in someone better. They have someone else in mind that they think that would really, contribute to your life, make your life a lot better. Maybe the person that you are, that you want, maybe they're already in a relationship. Maybe they're going to become a father or a mother. Maybe they just don't see you the same way. Maybe they just broke up with their partner, and they just can't open up to love yet. So definitely know that as much as it hurts to be rejected, and even though it hits, kind kind of hits us like a freight train to our self-esteem and confidence, just know that that person had a reason to reject you, and if that reason's because they don't like you, then that's, so be it. Respect that. But most of the time it's because, it's something going on with them or in their life, and we just need to realize that, it just wasn't meant to be, and we need to move on and not get, hung up on it, and not allow it to drag us down or make us feel like we're not good enough, because there's somebody out there that will just fall in love with you, that thinks that you're gorgeous or handsome and thinks you're perfect in every way. So it just so happens maybe it wasn't this person. So those were the messages from the divine today. I hope that you enjoyed them. I hope that they resonated with you, and I hope that if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you please will do so, because I greatly appreciate it. I am sending so much love, so many positive vibes to each and every one of you. Take care, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.